Hi team, I'm coming at you right now with your squatting technique video as promised. It's going to go over the basic squat technique. However, if you have ill pelvic floor health, continence, prolapse, I'm going to teach you some tips and strategies that you can incorporate to make your squatting technique as effective as it possibly can be. Very first thing I need to say though, if you are experiencing symptoms of ill pelvic floor health, incontinence, leaking, either urinary or fecal, constant lower back pain, painful penetration with sex, with a tampon, bulging sensation, dragging sensation out any orifice down below, please seek the professional service. There's many more symptoms as well, but if you just feel things don't feel quite right, seek the professional services of a pelvic floor physiotherapist or a women's health physiotherapist. They are a wealth of knowledge and they can really assess your pelvic floor health and give you a plan moving forward, because you don't have to put up with how you're feeling. It's common, but you don't have to put up with the symptoms that you might be feeling. You can seek free services in New Zealand, and you can also pay for services as well. And if you need links to those health professionals, I will put them in our group page. So that's that being said. So I've got some tips and strategies for those that feel ill pelvic floor health. I still have, and I have to manage it, a prolapse, and I don't experience it now, but incontinence issues as well. So many pelvic floor physiotherapists say, women's health physiotherapists say, don't squat in your exercise plan, but that's not reality. That's not real for us as parents or as women, because we squat every single day, sitting on the toilet, getting out of the toilet, off the toilet, on the couch, on the chairs, picking up a small child that's crying. Yeah, I'm coming out and squatting, lifting heavy load here. Okay, I'm going to give you some strategies to help alleviate or manage the symptoms when squatting. And again, if it doesn't feel good for you, please cease, and seek the services, because you have to put up with it. And you can't not squat. Like, we squat every day. Can't avoid squatting. And then when it comes to exercise, you'll be confident to hopefully put in a little bit different or more squatting to get stronger for everyday life. That's the whole purpose of this, is to get strong for everyday purposes. So the very first thing that we'll talk about is squatting, what it works. Your whole body, your core, your glutes, your quads, your hamstrings, your calves, your ankles, everything. And then obviously that's all interconnected with your upper body as well. So if your knees feel a little bit stiff and sore when you squat down, I can give you a tip now, and that is to raise up your heels. Place your books or something not too high. You don't want it really high, so that you're teetering over the edge and your knees are dropping right over. But just raising up those heels a little bit can alleviate that pressure on your knees. Now, this is not a forever solution, all right? This is so that we can get a little bit stronger in our glute region and then perhaps progress from there. So when I'm squatting down, in general, this is a generalization, not for those that perhaps have symptoms right today, right now. In general, we breathe E for E, the 3 E's. Exhale on the effort of the exercise. So for a squat, I'm going to take this is for those that are a general population, take my legs shoulder width apart. And for those that have pelvic floor issues, we're going to narrow it quite a lot more than our shoulders. About a fist width apart for those, and here's my general population. So we're going to drop down, send the bottom back, down as if we're about to sit on the toilet seat. Knees not knocking in, relatively straight line, Coming down, I'm going to come into about a half quarter squat right now, and I inhale on the down, and I exhale on the effort of the exercise, which was coming up for me. Okay, so check your body, narrow for pelvic floor issues, a little bit wider shoulder width apart for those that don't. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Trying not to get those knees knocking in too much. Other thing is, people say keep your knees behind, so you don't need books, by the way. If you're feeling that your knees are feeling all right, you don't need to be having the books. Again, if you are experiencing symptoms of pelvic floor issues, you can raise up your knees ever so slightly. If you're progressing into trying to get into a deeper squat, up to you. People often say, don't put your knees in, over your toes. 100%, we're not squatting like this. Okay, we're not Mr. Bean at the party. We don't want our knees to be going fully over our toes. But hey, look, some of us have a little bit of tension and mobility issues in our hips that may stop us from not doing that. So, if they go over a little bit, look, I'm not moving forward, I'm sitting down. It's not a massive issue unless we're fully like leaning forward. So you want to be imagining pushing, right now, pushing all your energy through your heels. This posterior chain here, starting from here, moving all the way back. You want to be pushing up as we're coming out of the squat through your heels. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. I'm pushing up, driving up through my heels. It's sore already. It's like achy already because I'm really trying hard to engage, to keep this nice and strong as I'm coming out of the squat. Again, this here's for the general population. Now I'm going to show you what to be doing if we want to be protecting our pelvic floor. Again, if you're feeling symptoms when you try this technique, cease, stop, message me, let me know how you're feeling, where it feels uncomfortable, okay? So now I'm going to breathe in, and I want you to watch my hand, because I'm going to show you the technique. Imagine, here's our pelvic floor, and it sits like a hammock up in here, and so when we engage our pelvic floor, when we want to contract the muscle, because it's a muscle, we want to be squeezing from the front passage to the back passage and lifting gently. It's not a full like total like tension, because then we create tension everywhere else. So imagine my hand is my pelvic floor right now, and I'm going to draw my pelvic floor up, and then I'm going to relax my pelvic floor with my inhale. Okay, relax. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. So imagine a jellyfish moving through the water. And on that exhale, on the breathing out, you're going to be gently squeezing and lifting that floor from the front passage to the back. And then on the inhale, that was an exhale. I did it wrong. Far out. Can't even get it right. Inhale, relax the pelvic floor. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Okay, that's key moving forward. Inhale, and you go, watch my hand because I'll do it for you, I'll cue you. Good like that. So narrower stance if we're having pelvic floor issues. And I'm going to breathe in as I go down. In, then exhale, squeeze and lift my floors. Inhale, relax. Squeeze and lift at the bottom before I come out. Good. Inhale, relax the floors. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Come out of the squat. Driving up through those heels. And put my books back down. So, breathing in, relax the floors. Breathing in, exhaling. Squeeze and lift. Before I get out of the squat. Because obviously when you're at your lowest point here, you've got your legs are open, you're bearing down on your floors, and if we kind of squeeze up too much, then we put pressure on the pelvic floor. That's already feeling a little bit stressed out. So breathing in, inhale. Breathing out, squeeze and lift. Floors now, exhale. Breathing in, squeeze and lift, exhale. Okay, driving up through those heels. Now, I'm not going down into a full squat right now, because I don't feel like doing it. The deeper we go, so the further down we go with our squats, ooh, a bit tense, the more we open up that pelvis and can increase the symptoms. Narrower, less deep, can't think of the words, kinder, okay? Until we gain the strength here. Now, if you're feeling it in your back, when you're squatting down, we might just need to tuck. We might just need to do a little bit of a tailbone tuck towards pubic bone here. Push it forward ever so slightly and see how that feels. Okay. If we have no pelvic floor issues and we're feeling strong in our floors and we don't experience any symptoms, then we can take it a little bit wider. And this is a sumo squat. Toes point out. Instead of this, toes are pointed out, and I can go more knees track with your toes, and it's a lot wider. Now this would obviously really quite aggravate if we have pelvic floor issues. It's not to say you can't not. You could use that technique and have a play around with it. Have a feel for how it feels, yeah? So breathing, if I was to, let's just demo it. Breathing in, breathing out, squeeze and lift. Now come up, driving up through those heels. My toes right now hardly are touching the ground, but I've really not got much pressure through them. It's all through my heels. Breathing in, breathing out, squeeze and lift. Oh, sore. Okay, so number one tip and technique strategy, books under heels if we're feeling it in our knees, and if we want to start to, if we're just starting out with squatting, okay? Number two, exhaling on the effort of the exercise. So to get out of the squat, that's our hard part of the exercise. So I breathe out as I'm coming out of the squat. Number three, the breathing technique if we're feeling pelvic floor symptoms, issues, first 6 services. Oh, sorry, number three, narrower stance for those that are experiencing those issues, not as deep of a squat. Number four then is your breathing. So inhaling, relaxing the floors, squeeze and lift the floors, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. And tip number, I don't even know what number, right? If we're feeling it in our lower back, we can use the book technique. We can gently tilt that pelvis forward ever so slightly to change the angle on there. We shouldn't be feeling it in here, and we don't need to go as deep perhaps. So that is our squatting technique video for those that have pelvic floor issues. Again, this is just one technique, and I'm not in front of you right now seeing and feeling how you're going. So please play around with it. Get a mirror, put your mirror or film yourself on your camera and do a couple of squats, side, front, and see what your knees are doing. See what your head's doing, your back's doing. see what your breath is doing and get a feel for it so that you can correct yourself if need be, but message me if need as well. Okay, see you.